This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
He gets it in there for the two-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Underwood. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Klein. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after their catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were...
Converts on 4th down, still going. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on 1st down. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Dropping back, it's Manning. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the 1st. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Trying play action. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
Yeah, and you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position. Bunch formation for these receivers. He'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Offense did exactly... supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes! And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Looking deep. Caught at the 25. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Unleashes it. Incomplete. And, man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Texas! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Connection to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, the defense is going to have their hands full. They're going to have to find a way to get this tight end doubled, because in man coverage, he's just too much. Nobody right now is able to run with him. Big play there on the corner route. I think they're going to have to start giving him safety help.
Quarterback moving. Now he's looking into the middle. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Moving out of the pocket. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Underwood. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
Keeps looking downfield. He throws one to the left. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Pressure coming. Got it set up on the outside. Takes it the other way. Turning on the Jets. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle with Simpson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Working on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Finds the tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. Back to throw, it's Underwood. With the catch, it's McCulley. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Got the quick completion. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Finds a little space. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Extra point here will tie the game.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Here comes the Texas offense. He'll start this drive firing. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense looks as if it's coming. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
All right, fourth and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on fourth down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on fourth and goal.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Complete downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna swing it on second down. Using his feet to buy time. Unleashes one. On target to the left. Turns on the Jets. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a two-point play?
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Not much of a choice here. Down by a score late. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So, interesting.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. Well, the kicking team obviously missed the fair catch signal. The officials did not. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out, but if no...
Oh, he wants it all. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Got it! Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country,